Hey everybody, today we have Roar, King of the Pride, game of survival in the jungle, art by IDW Games, artwork by Vincent Dutrait, game by Daryl Andrews and Erica Buyoris. Like the rain in Africa. Because Black Lives Matter in Africa is awesome and stuff. We're gonna have this game about Africa and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! In the wilds of Africa, lion prides rule over the beasts. Who's gonna go watch Transformers: Rise of the Beasts? But only one pride can rule them all. One pride to rule them all. One ring to rule them all. And in the darkness mind them. Lord of the Rings. Oh wait, this is Lord of the Kings. Is Jesus Lord of the Kings. King of Kings and Lord of Lords, ruler of the universe. Anyway, Roar, King of the Pride. 3 to 6 players compete to become the dominant pride of Africa. Manage your food supply while expanding your territories and growing your pride. Sides with cubs will take strategic planning and key wits. Gotta be smart. Even the best laid plans, however, can be interrupted by other prides, secret objectives, or worse, the encroachment of new and deadly threats. Or nature itself, and of course, don't forget, nature itself, like the rains of Africa and droughts and everything else that happens in Africa. Fun fact: every race in the history of races have been slaves, not just the Africans. Another fun fact: African tribal warlords were the ones that sold their POWs to war to European pirates. Basically, they're kind of like pirates, but they weren't really pirates. They're more like slave traders. Other cool fun fact: this board is amazing, and you could probably use it as a Axis and Allies type Africa, Axis and Allies Africa type board, because it already has the numbers for how much each property is worth, whatnot. With bonus Middle East, Turkey, and Arabia. 6 players, 4 players, 5 players, 3 players. Got different, and I guess you got ancestral strength here, scorecards. Got all these meeples. That's cool, meeples. Got all these other meeples. That's cool, meeples. So you got these lion meeples in different colors. Other fun fact: lying is a sin, so don't do it. Be honest. Got this die. It has 1, 2, 3, and a plus symbol. Interesting. Got these different meeples. So, got different colors. Like blue and red, purple, brown. 2 different blues and orange. Alright, you got silica gel. Man, all the silica gel that they give in these games and the stuff I open at work, man, I could seriously have a lot of poison to do stuff with. Alright, look at all these meeples. These are like cubs. So those are the adult lines, and these are the cub lines. Would have been nicer. And then I guess these are the headquarters bases. So these look like the cubs, and those look like the adults. Personally, I would have put them in individual bags, which they gave us. Check it out. They gave us 1, 2, 3. So I don't have to use my bags or the bags I get from work. They gave us 1, 2, 3, 4 plus this bag, and this bag makes it 6. So you can divide the different colors of the African prides. So I'm going to guess that one pride is Simba's pride, and the other pride is Scar's pride. And then, of course, you got the other prides, from The Lion King. I don't know. I didn't see the live action Lion King, but I saw the original black colored rise version of the Lion King. Yeah, these look like the adults. So that's cool. Golly, some more of these. Golly, I just like this map. I like these meeples too, but I really like the map. They got some movies where there's people who are in Africa and they have to go against like lions and different things. There's all kinds of different movies like that. Let's see what else would come with. Because, we got these cards. We got these different cards, which I guess have the different tribes, whatever. So you got the Kantinga lion. These are real lions, by the way, from Africa. You got the Masia lion. You got the Transvaal lion. You got the Congo lion. You got the Senegal line, and you got the Barbary line. And they show you by the colors what the starting, different colors on the things. Also show you where these different ones would start. But it's kind of like you're trying to take over different places. And some places look like they have antelope, deer, whatever they're called, on them. Pretty cool. Underwear. Yeah, silica gel is poison, by the way. So, don't know what use that is. It's supposed to help keep bugs out, like mothballs used to, basically. But it's poison, so poison can be used to kill more than just bugs. So use that information with whatever you would like to know. Whatever you would, I guess, whatever you think that information is good for. So we got 3, 4, 5, and 6 players scoring here. And then it looks like we got some reference cards, which tells you about feeding, starvation, pride size, ancestral strength. Same thing on the back. some reference cards here. Then we got some like mission. I mean, you get these cards. These different cards have different things. So these are kind of like mission cards, sort of, because they tell you different things that you have to do. And then it says these are like where you start, maybe, or if you go into those territories. So just like Risk, they have territory cards, which are kind of nice. So maybe you use these cards to decide where your people enter. And then of course you got those mission cards, which are kind of cool. And it looks like you have more tokens for some purpose. Maybe you got health tokens here, and you got food tokens here. And then of course you got this is probably a first player token right here. So that's the game. Looks like more than just a game of survival. Looks like it's a game of maybe some kind of survival, but also some kind of like maybe conquest to see who the king of Africa and the jungles of Africa, all that about, where you're more than just. I suppose you could maybe somewhat create a conquest-ish game, because it looks like there's going to be some of that going around, where prides are trying to expand, and in some cases when they expand they have to fight one another so that they can expand. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, remember that God is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and that Jesus is God. Jesus is the King of Kings. Jesus is the Lord of Lords. Jesus is the ruler of all tribes, of all peoples. And fun fact, another fun fact, I've been throwing in some fun facts in this thing. The Fertile Crescent, from an evolutionary standpoint of where mankind was created, the Fertile Crescent, which would be where the four rivers that came out of the Garden of Eden would be, the Fertile Crescent is Africa. Specifically, this area right here, where the Middle East is, and Africa is, Egypt, and all that is where, and Middle Eastern area is where the Fertile Crescent is. Okay, so it's where all mankind came from, and evolved from, or descended from, which means we're all Africans. We're all Middle Eastern, which means that black lives really do matter, and that all lives actually do matter, because all lives are black lives. Science. Boom. Ancestral science. Boom. food for thought. Anyway, have a great day. Hope y'all enjoyed the unboxing video for the IDW game Roar King of the Pride. And my kings out there, my men out there, stay kings. Don't be simps, because a true queen is under her king. True queens, if you're a true queen, you'll be submissive to your king. Kings aren't submissive to queens. Queens are submissive to the king. The king is the ruler. King is the controller. King is the head of his pride, the head of his tribe, the head of his kingdom. And a man's home is his castle. And that's where he should be king. Anyway, later. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video.